guys, what's up everyone? Welcome to Young Titan World. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I do apologize about yesterday and not being able to upload an episode. Well, maybe because I was told to get some rest. I've been running myself rugged for the past few weeks, months. Who's even counting anyways? But, I've got the medication. And I'm not really done with the whole, take some time off and rest shit. But I can tell you I'm doing really great. I'm doing absolutely fantastically fine. Today we're going to be talking about a special movie. A movie, ladies and gentlemen. And that movie is called Your Place or Mine. Now it's about this eccentric billionaire who decides to be a babysitter for his bestie. And, he's never really cultivated a productive relationship in his life ever since he had one with his bestie. And, it's so long ago that it's basically unrememberable. I mean, it actually is rememberable. But everyone has chosen to stick their feelings down a pot and try and live their life as normally as possible. Now, that all sounds like a really great way to spend your time and not be attached to people, but over time, it gets to you. And that's what happens in this movie. Now, Ashton Kutcher, I haven't seen him for a while, and even though he has some really great TV series and movies that he's found himself in, I've never had the time nor place to find myself watching those. So this would probably be the first Ashton Kutcher movie that I've watched in 2023. Now, let's get into the details of this beautiful masterpiece. So the girl that he's interested in is played by Reese Witherspoon. And they're basically, like besties. As a guy who usually finds himself having girls as besties, it's, I wouldn't say that there's like a long streak of that. I mean, it was only 2 in the past. And, the rest have been guys. So I would say it's a normal amount. Yeah, a normal amount. Anyways, is it normal to have that much besties? Well, if you're a solitude person who keeps on cutting people off, that seems like the normal amount. Fine, fuck you. Anyways, talking about Your Place or Mine, it is indeed really cool, as it talks about love in a way that movies don't really do. Like, in a movie, if we talk about love, we're talking about sex, we're talking about doing stuff together. And it's about a short span, and then we're married, we have kids, we're living happily ever after. But this is the part where both of them are afraid of their feelings and decide that it's better if they're not together. And so from the get-go, they cut each other off and they close their feelings off as well. Which makes it seem like they're really trying as much as possible to get with other people. And it seems to work for a time. But, since they're always out there looking for each other, the Reese Witherspoon character has something to do in New York, whilst, the ever-eccentric Ashton Kutcher decides that he wants to do something else in his job life, even though he has aspirations to become an author and all that shit. He doesn't really pursue it because he doesn't think he's going to be successful. So he decides that it'll be better for him to figure things out whilst he's babysitting his bestie's son. I mean, the kid looks like forget about what I said. Anyways, with that, we find ourselves in a moment where the guy is trying so hard to be the dad that a kid never had. And, he's failing terribly, but obviously, if you understand things, the billionaires don't really need to do shit, as we have hired helps and maids that are ever at our disposal. So doing things by ourselves is more of a challenge, more of a risk than it is an actual duty or responsibility to ourselves. Anyways, so now we've found all that. She goes over to the place where he's staying, decides to take up the course that she intended so that she can become a better worker, in her society, apparently. And, the ball keeps rolling. She realizes that her best friend had made a book that he never published because he didn't really believe that it was going to get a lot of attention, but she actually finds someone who can actually help her with it. They date momentarily. I mean, they go on one date and they bang, which obviously, is what I was talking about, ironically. But she doesn't settle for that guy because she then realizes that her bestie has had feelings from her from the get-go, but has chosen to hide everything out and forget that it ever existed. Kind of like what I'm doing right now, where I'm pretending that I do not have any feelings for that person, so I intentionally cut her off, which is very bad for a relationship. But then, I found out that she was with another guy, so the best thing is to leave her happily ever after with said guy, and, hope for the best. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? We're talking about Your Place or Mine, and how it seems so relatable. So when I was watching it, it was kind of like a little bit scary for me. It's like the director just looked at my life and was like, got him, make a movie about that bitch. Okay, that. And, that's how it came about. But that's not how it came about. The director was obviously inspired by his own sense of creativity. Anyways, coming back to the story, she realizes that, yes, her bestie does have feelings for her. And she decides that she needed to confront the issue head on. So she decides that, okay, she's done with the test she's taken. She's banged the guy that she could have liked. And it's time for her to bounce back home, try and take charge of the situation. But then she got a call from the school, the hockey team, or whoever it was. Actually, it was Ashton Kutcher's character. Yeah, she gets a call from him saying that her son, who she had left in his care, was now harmed by the hockey that he put him in because he believed that the kid could do it. And that led to her losing trust for some reason. So she decides that she doesn't want to see him anymore. He should get the fuck out. He should, leave her alone. Just leave before she even returns. And then that seems to be totally within expectations. Totally within what should happen. So he's going back and she's coming back. What? They're both going back to their destinations. They're going back to where they found themselves before. And they meet each other at the airport. Which, when we get to that part of the movie, that's where things become unrelatable. Because we definitely did not do that part. But, we get to that part where they're arguing over the phone and they meet each other and they stop the argument on the phone and commence it whilst they're talking to each other at the airport. And, they're pissed at each other because they have secrets from each other when through the entirety of the movie, they're all like, oh, we don't keep secrets from each other. We're so honest. Like, he knows everything about me, blah, 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 blah. So, with that, we've got oh my god. Alright, fuck me. Okay. So with that, we realize that they've brought out all the bile, all the poison, every single nasty secret. They realized that, oh my gosh, Minka told Ashton Kutcher's character about the book that is yet to be published. And all of the juicy detail that they had been keeping from each other. But they realized that they still love each other, at least when she picks up that gambling shit. And they make out in the airport and everyone is uncomfortably looking at them. But I thought that public displays of affection were things that were frowned upon or people don't like looking at. But it seems to have the opposite effect of that couple, because everyone couldn't stick their eyes off him, and that's fucking crazy. But yes, that's going to be it for Young Titan World. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I obviously look like freaking Quasimodo, man. No, but yeah, I'm getting better, so thank you guys for asking. Please like and subscribe to the Spotify, as it really helps the channel. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Okay, take care of yourselves now. Young Titan out. Thank you for watching. Listening, obviously.